In this video, we're going to be looking at OP14 Crocodile, having 3 games against the new Boa, OP13 Ace, and OP14 Doflamingo. I will not say whether these are wins or losses yet, to keep the games entertaining. So without further ado, let's get into the deck list and then the games. So we have the leader, 5 life, 5k power, mono black Crocodile. All of your opponent's characters can't be removed from the field by our effects. Activate main, once per turn. You can kill one of your characters including Baroque Works or in its types. Heal up to one of your opponent's characters minus 10 cost, then trash 2 from the top of your deck. This is quite unique, and without going into the rest of the deck and seeing it play, you can't really understand how this kind of works. So I'll be quick with the deck list just to get into the games, because I feel like that actually will tell you a lot more. This VV is a 1-drop blocker with 1k counter, and if our trash has 10 or more, this card gains blocker. And in this deck we get a lot in our trash, so this is just a nice one to include. Personally, I think I'm going to run it at 4 next, as I found it to be incredibly useful. Next is this Miss Wednesday, a 1-drop 1k power slash with 2k counter. Activate main, you can trash the character. Heal up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0 or minus 2000 power during the turn. This is actually quite good. A searchable 2k, which can be played off the Miss All Sunday. Give minus 2000 something is quite a good removal tool, and being a 2k, it's just a generically insane card in this deck. Next we have Miss Valentine on play. Basically just search top 4 of our deck for Baroque Works type card, then trash the rest. And this, unfortunately, is the only searcher. We do have the search event, which hasn't been added sim, which is nice, but for now we just have to use this, and it's a must-need card in this deck for consistency. Next we have this 2k Merry Christmas. On KO, if your leader has the Baroque Works type, draw 1 card, then KO up to one of your opponent's stages with a cost of 1 or less. So this is just generic draw on a 2k, which is really nice in Crocodile, because you can summon it with Miss All Sunday. And also you control someone with a 1-cost stage. So for example, come against Blackbeard, KO that, he has to get the full lead again. Can really annoy some people, and there's so many funny plays you can do with this card. Next we have Rebecca, obviously the most synonymous black card. 4 cost, 0k power with 1k counter blocker. So on play, return 1 black character other than Rebecca with a cost of 3 to 7 to our hand. Then we can pay a cost of 3 or less from our hand. So essentially this is just to recycle the Miss All Sundays, and then we can play out a searcher from it, which is quite nice. I don't think it's needed. I probably will swap them for VV because we kind of have a lot of recursion with Mr. 4 already. But yeah, I quite like Rebecca. And next you have Bon Play, 4 cost 5k power with 1k counter, SR. On KO, we play up to 1 character card including Baroque Works in its types and 5 or less other than Mr. 2 from our hand or trash. So we use our leader effect to kill this on 4, and then on 5 we can play Daz Bones, you can play Mr. 5 I think it is, the bomb one, you can play a lot. So this is mainly just to be recycled off Miss All Sunday to get the 5 cost out, and we can choose which 5 cost we want and we can delay it as well. It's a nice versatile card, it's similar to the 5 cost Kuzan in Blackbeard, and I really like Mr. 2 anyway, so I'll be running this as a 4 of no matter what. Next we have Mr. 3 Galdino, 4 cost 6k power, opponent's turn, once per turn. If this character will be KO'd, you can place 3 cards from our trash at the bottom of our deck in any order. So this just is a KO protection Mr. 3, which is quite nice being a 6k power body. Next we have Mr. 4, 4 cost 5k power body with 1k counter and blocker. On KO, add up to 1 character card with a cost of 8 or less including Baroque Works from your trash to your hand. This is mainly for recycling the 8 cost Crocs that we can discard with our leader ability. And yeah, it can revive Miss All Sunday too, so you can get some good loops going. Next we have Darren Bones. We got 5 cost 6k power slash with 1k counter. There's a character with a cost of 0, or a character with a cost of 8 or more. This character can attack characters of the turn it's played. And on play, we can rest up to one of our opponent's characters with a cost of 0. So we use our ability on Bon Clay, make some opponent's characters cost 0, then play Daz Bones off it to rest it and then attack in the same turn. It's quite a good card, especially when paired with Bon Clay, Miss All Sunday and Miss Wednesday, because we can get the rest off, then we can get the minus 2000 power and swing into it. Yeah, it's just quite a good card. Next we have Mr. 5, 5 cost 6k power with 1k counter blocker. On play, if there's a character with a cost of 0 or 8 or more, draw 2 and trash 1 from our hand. So in those situations where we don't really want to play Daz Bones, we can play this, which is good because it filters our hand and gets something in trash that we might want to play off Miss All Sunday. It's just a generically good card to play off Bon Clay. Next we have the 6 cost Sabo with 2k counter and 6k power. So if we have 15 or more cards in our trash, this card gets minus 3 cost to play and it gains blocker. So this is for late game, so we can play Miss All Sunday for 7, get another blocker, and then we can play out the Sabo blocker too. This gets around the 5 cost Marcus Mars in Emu, so is a brilliant card for that matchup. Yeah, and being a 2k counter, and we can revive it with Rebecca. I just thought it'd be a good inclusion. Next we have Miss All Sunday, one of the big boss monsters for this deck to keep it ticking. 7 cost 8k power. On play, if your leader includes the type Baroque Works, you can play up to 1 character with a type including Baroque Works and 4 or less, and 1 character card with a cost of 1 or less. That also includes Baroque Works. So basically it's Moria with a 4 cost and a 1 cost, and cost 7. So yeah, it's just an insane card really, because we can revive Bon Clay or Mr. 4, then kill Bon Clay to get a character with a cost of 5 from our trash. And then the 1 cost can either be Miss Wednesday, can be Miss Merry Christmas if you want. It can also be the 1 cost Searcher. So it has options, really good options, and I think this card is great. So now we have the big Crocodile. 8 cost, 10k power. On play, up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 9 or less can't attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. Then if your opponent has a character with a cost of 0 or a character with a cost of 8 or more, draw 1 card. So doing that and stunning something is good enough because it's got 10k power. On KO, you may trash 1 card from your hand, play this character card from your trash. So on 8 on, you can play this card, you can kill it with your leader ability, then you can revive it again, and it's another thing from attacking. And if your opponent kills it on their turn, you can just revive it anyway and stop something else from attacking. So it's just a character that will just never be killed. It can be bot decked with Red Rock, of course, but Red Rocking an 8 cost isn't that bad compared to a 10 cost usually. But you can just keep spamming them out. It's just a really good card in lots of matchups and can win so many games from stunning. Next we have Ground Death, the 1 cost event, with a resting 2 more done and negating the effect of one of our opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Then counter if you have 10 or more cards in your trash. You up to one of your leader or character cards plus 4,000 power. So I fear this is going to be more of an emu buff than Crocodile because we have the plus 4,000 event in emu, which is nice. But yeah, you can just negate a 5 cost, so that could be a blocker and go for game, so that's okay. It's just a nice card to have, and plus 4,000 counter is just good as anything. I think that's the whole deck list, so let's get into the games. Okay, so we have game 1 against Boa. So this starting hand is okay. We have a Searcher, we have a Rebecca. Yeah, it's looking good. So I imagine Boa is going to be one of the harder matchups, so we can use that, get Missile Sunday, and we'll kill it just to get a bit more on our trash, and then we will pass. So in our trash, yeah, we have 2 Bon Clays, which is good. We have the Searcher, and we have a Miss Wednesday. This is very good for to play after Missile Sunday. I'm so sorry about my voice, though. I'm kind of ill. I've been incredibly ill for the past week with flu. So 8k, I believe we take this. And then next turn, we can play Bon Clay. What 5 cost? We don't have a 5 cost in the trash as of now. But I imagine we can probably play out the Mr. 5 from our hand. So we'll just do a 5k at lead. They imagine we'll... I don't know, it's Boa in it. Okay, they take and they get a Brûlé trigger. Okay, so we get Bon Clay, we kill it. They give -3. Probably just play Mr. 2 from a hand, get something in discard, probably Mr. 3, and then we'll pass. There's a lot of Misters in here, so I probably will get them mixed up and I apologise. But yeah, so far I find Croc really fun. On OP14, I didn't know what it would do, but it seemed like it's a stun deck, which I'm having a lot of fun with. So they play Marigold into Boa. Okay, that's a really good play. So Mr. 5 cannot attack. Okay, and then I imagine a 5k at least, which will probably counter, or no, we'll just block it, won't we? Yeah, because 6k blocker. Yeah, Boa's quite a good one, obviously with a 9 cost Boa, and if you kill any of the characters with cost of 5 or power of 5,000 or more originally, it will make us take a life to hand. So what do we do now? So I gotta try. There's no really good play on 6 Dawn. Probably swing 7, and then we'll play Mr. 4, I imagine. We'll see, we'll see. So we swing 7, they block with Brûlé, and then we play Mr. 4, and then we will pass. Okay, so Boa's going to be quite tough in the life, so I think not taking any blocking and stuff would be really good. So they play Gloriosa. Yeah, Boa's really hard, especially when they play out the blockers, because if they just block, stops an attack on them and it makes us take a life, it's really oppressive. Obviously, not me or my opponent will be 100% good with the deck so far. We've barely practiced with it, especially this one, because I believe Croc is very hard to play at a high level. I think Boa's a bit easier to play because of the play style, obviously being yellow. Just play a 9-drop. Here, I'll give a 2k. And then we will probably block with the Mr. 4 to get something back to our hand. We don't have an 8 cost Croc yet, which is quite bad. We kind of want one for next turn to stop the big attacks. But here we'll just block, and then we will probably get a Miss Wednesday. Might as well get 2k back to hand. So on this, we'll play a Missile Sunday for definite. We'll play out a Bone Clay, and then probably a Miss Wednesday. That makes more sense. So we'll give that, and then we will play out Mr. 4, and then we'll give minus 2k, and then we'll attach one and swing 6 into 6. I hope they let this go, even though it takes a life to a hand. Okay, they just give 1, and then we'll pass. This is quite a hard matchup, especially when they can swarm with Marigold blockers and the 6-cost boa. This is really hard to deal with. I don't know if we're going to win this one. I probably assume not, but I just want to showcase how good Croc is and the versatility you can have with it, really. So we get a life to a hand and they heal 1 with a 9-cost boa, and their board is ridiculously wide, and I doubt we're going to come back from this. No block there. What do we want to take back? Probably another 2. Yeah, that's a good thing with Mr. 4. You can just recur, we can just keep getting 2Ks back. Let's not take any more life. So we still haven't got a Croc. This is crazy. So I imagine we should get one soon. So we'll play out Bone Clay, and then we kind of want the Miss Valentine to get the Croc. There we go, it's Croc, so we can play our next turn. And then, what else do we have in trash? Okay, we have Daz Bones now. So we'll kill Bone Clay, give minus 10 to the Marigold blocker. Because it's 4k power, if we kill it, we won't take a life to our hand. So we can then swing on the turn it's played, so we go 6 into 4. And then we'll see what else we can do. We'll go 7 at lead. See what they do. They take, and then we'll go Swift Old 8 at lead. I imagine they're going to block. Yes, they do. And we will pass. Okay, so let's see what they do on this turn. I imagine another 9-drop boa because that's what they like to do. So they attach a Don and then probably going to play a 9-drop boa. Oh no, a 4-drop boa. Okay. That one's really good because it attaches a Don to lead and also looks at the top 3 cards and also will be on leader effect. So boa going second can play that out. It's really, really oppressive. So I'm going to... Okay, they play another blocker boa. So it's not looking great for our life, being honest. And they have quite the wide board now of just all boa cards. This is going to be quite hard to deal with. So they swing 8 at our face. 8 at Darren. I think carrying out of this is good, but it stops an 8k swing at our leader. So it makes it easier to counter. So do we let this go? Just thinking of the maths. I think we counter. I think we give Sabo and a Mr. 4 probably. And then we go 8 again, and we'll just let that go. I don't think it's worth entertaining that anymore. So they go 10 at our face, or Miss All Sunday. All Sunday. I think we'll just give it 2 and a 1 there. And there's a 7k somewhere else. I imagine that, yeah, it will be our face. Never mind, they don't. I'm okay with that. So we're definitely playing Croc this turn. Sorry, I'm coughing still. It's really bad. We'll make sure that boa can't attack, or we get another Croc. Right, I think we actually could recoup some pressure here. This Crocodile's nuts, so we're going to use our leader ability to kill the Croc. Minus 10 to that boa, and then we'll trash a card from our hand, probably the Bone Clay. Of course, we want the 2Ks. We'll stop that from attacking. Okay, we have Darren Bones. And I think we're going to swing 7 at lead. They will block one of them for sure, for definite. Just so we lose a life. Yeah, so they do that, and we lose a life. So we're going to swing at lead, because the only people that can swing is one boa, the leader, and the blocker. I imagine they're not going to swing with a blocker. They could block here even. I hope so, because that means next turn we won't lose one. Yeah, they did block. Then we'll pass. So we can only swing twice with Croc. If it dies, it just comes back. So it's kind of a persistent body. So getting Croc out on curve, it really does help. It came a bit late for us, but that's still okay. Okay, so they are swinging 8 at our face. Here I will give 2Ks. Probably a VV, we might want a Sabo for late game. And then it's another swing. So we can probably block that if it's a bigger one. This just means another 9-cost boa is not coming out, and that is very fine by me. The issue is we can't kill them either because it makes us take a life to our hand. And they do play a lot of blockers, of course, because yeah, Boa's is a really sticky matchup, isn't it? It's really sticky. So what are they going to do? They're waiting a little bit. Okay, so play a 4-cost Boa and a 3. Jesus Christ, please stop this. Oh, I'm so fed up. Yeah, we'll take. I don't think we have enough what we do, but I don't want to go that low in hand. So here, probably the ideal thing is just playing out another Croc. Yeah, this is going to be a very rough one. To be fair, we could go for game because we have the event Ground Death. So if we nullify the 4-cost Boa, and then we go for game, yeah, I mean, why not? We'll go 7 at lead. Hopefully they don't counter this because this is going to be rough if they do. So what are you going to do here? Resist Boa. So they counter. Okay, that's not great. So 2 and a 1 exactly. It's not really much information, is it? Why don't we just swing an 8k with Miss? Actually, no, let's not use any Don. Let's swing an 8k with Missile Sunday. I imagine they block or take this. And then we still have 5 left for the 1-drop Searcher if we need it. Obviously, it's not ideal. Okay, they take, so we just swing 8k again, I think. And then we can go 10 with Croc, and then we can go 11 with Mr. 5. That could be an alright one. So we'll go 10 here with Croc. Then we'll have an 11k left. This could be nice. This could be an example of how Ground Death has actually been an insane card. So they take, and we just go 11. Perfume Peeler for our card. Then we go 11 at lead. Hopefully they're bricks, because I imagine Boa does run a bit of bricks. That's a 1k. And that is it. They do have bricks. Let's try GG chat. Okay, never mind. But yeah, that's an example of how 8-cost Croc can just literally just change the game from not attacking. It's insane. So yeah, that was a good game. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, so in this game we're against Doflamingo. We will mulligan. This is not a great hand. We do not have a Searcher and we are going first. Yeah, this is looking quite dire. And Doflamingo is a very hard matchup. In my opinion, I think Doflamingo is going to be very meta. I'm not sure about Croc because I think it's not as bad as people were saying it is. I think it's quite fun. I think it's quite hard to master though. For Doflamingo though, I think it's quite like the easier deck to pilot. I also think it's the most annoying deck to kind of go against, even more than Boa. Because if you play against a good Doflamingo, he just won't be hit like against Zorro. It's just hard to hit him as Zorro. Obviously he's got a 10-cost Dofi which stuns. You can go wide with an 8-cost Dofi playing out Virgo, which means your bodies can't be removed. So that's for the Emu matchup. It's just a very hard matchup really. So yeah, literally anything we swing into, you're just going to direct it to the Dellinger to search. So it really doesn't matter. And then we'll just play out a Mr. 3 because we haven't really got much else to do. But we do have Missile Sundays, but our trash has nothing in it, and that is horrendous for us right now. We really needed a Searcher, but when the Searcher event is added to Sim, we'll probably have a bit more consistency in the deck, which is going to be nice. Okay, so we search again with Sugar. That's the thing, they get such high hand sizes from directing attacks to Dellinger, so the Sugar just gets avoided. It's really hard. Okay, and they play Monet. That's really hard to deal with as well, getting an active Don. I think here we counter. We want something in trash at least in case we get a Bonclay, because a Bonclay will be very welcome. We don't get that. We get this. Yeah, this is really rough. We can't even play Miss all Sunday because we have nothing in trash to play off it. So unironically, I want to play this just so we can get some cards in our trash and draw an extra card. And we drew another Miss Merry Christmas instead of anything useful. Yeah, this game is quite cooked, I think. We'll just swing into Sugar. Hopefully that'll go. Then we can swing with Mr. 3 again. Yeah, so we can swing Mr. 3. I think this game's cooked though. I think the fact that we've not even seen anything yet is being a bit of an issue. We've seen Mr. 3s, but let's be honest, that's not really what you want to see against Doflamingo. Look at that hand size. He's got like, I don't know, 10, 12 cards in there. It's ridiculous. And he plays an 8-cost Doflamingo into an eliminate. Yeah, I think this is quite chopped. We'll try our best, but we need to get the 8-cost Croc now. Like right now. So we can play Miss All Sunday next. We won't really get much from it. We'll take that. Okay, we get Searcher. Okay, that's nice. And they play another trigger. Yeah, this is just... I don't even know what we can do in this situation. Like, they're just going to drop a 10-cost Croc and we'll be able to attack with anything for like forever. And they're still quite wide. Yes, oh my god, we haven't even got a Dofi, have we? I imagine we're going to take Miss Wednesday for 2k maybe, or Mr. 5. Take Mr. 5 for Miss Wednesday, probably good. Yeah, we can play Miss Wednesday off for Miss All Sunday. Just Miss All Sunday, get Mr. 4 and Miss Wednesday instead of Searcher. Then we can... Oh god, we have to use our leader ability to get something to 1 cost anyway. Yeah, this is very, very tough. Yeah, this start has not been... If we got an optimal start, I think we'd be in a far better position, and this would probably turn into a game where we can likely win, but from this position, he's just going to go even wider and stop Miss All Sunday and my other Galdinos from attacking, and then all our balls are just nullified pretty much because it's all 7 cost or less. So I feel like this game is pretty cooked. We'll swing into Sugar though. Hopefully get rid of that. Never mind. Oh dear, we'll swing... Like, what do you even do in this situation? We'll swing into Sugar again. Because that hand size is getting too big for me. So we have 9 in hand. We have 6. Yeah, this is quite chopped. This is quite a bad game to represent this matchup, really. But you have to witness the deck at its highs and its lows. And this is kind of the lowest of the low rolls I've had. So we go 5 into 5. I feel like we have to counter this. We haven't seen a Bonclay or an 8-cost Croc. It's really bad. And then we give him another Merry Christmas, I think. At least a 10-cost Dofi's not coming. Oh, yeah, we can't. That could be really bad. Oh, so he's got 8 left. This is 100% going to be an 8-cost Doflamingo into like another 5-cost body, probably. I'd probably say that. So what's it going to be? Yep, 8-cost Doflamingo. Let's say Monet again, or okay, we're going Rosanande, so we're going to have Don-Up, Sears Events. Yeah, this is quite bad. I don't see us recouping from this situation, especially because we haven't even got a Crocodile. Got a Crocodile, we can stop them 2 8-cost Doflamingos from attacking, but guess what, we don't. It's quite rough. In this situation, what do we do? Because he's probably got that event which gives him plus 2,000 on his lead for the turn, making it harder to hit him. I think we have to just use our leader ability to get a 0 cost, just so we have room for Miss All Sunday. But let's be honest, what can I do in this situation? Because I attack, he just directs it into something else. Becomes a 7k lead, like he ramps at Doflamingo. No, yeah, I imagine he's going to use the event. There's no reason not to, really. He gets out of this attack and then it makes every attack after it harder to hit him. Yeah. So he is a 7k leader for the turn. Yeah, like, I think it's quite cooked. Like, even if we kill him in A, he just draws 2 and trashes 1. Like, it's not a terrible effect for him. And he just diverts into Doflamingo. Yeah, I think Dofi is going to be top meta. I don't see it being anything less than tier 1. I see it beating many decks, and that's probably the video I'm going to be making next. Because OP14 for me is more interesting than 13. I did make the Ace deck guide, and I probably will make a Roger one at some point to finally get a Croc. But I just think OP14 is more interesting, because OP13 is being hammered into the ground as a very simple meta. I enjoyed the OP12 meta, that was more jungle meta, so we'll try and get one body killed. But I have a big feeling that a 10 drop Doflamingo is going to come after this. And then we'll be not being able to attack with all our bodies being Mr. 3, Missile Sunday, and the other Missile Sunday. So if we see that 10 drop Dofa come down, it's pretty raps. Because, let's be honest here, he probably could go for game. I know we have a blocker, but he has 5 swings. Yeah, there we go. So even if he Dom minuses 3, the Resonant gets 2 back. So the Doflamingo 8 cost can ramp back up to 10, even using leader ability. And then the Rosinante getting 2 active. Oh, you can keep chaining the 10 costs. Like, look, we can't rest our blocker. We can't rest the 2 7 costs. Like, what are we supposed to do in this situation, really? It's such a hard deck to play against. As of now, anyway, before I've actually done a lot of practice and seen the stats. But, yeah, I'm of the opinion Doflamingo is going to be quite high meta. So we do get at 8 cost Crocs now. I do feel like it is too late, though. We are up against the board that is ridiculous. But that is... I just wish that we had the event... the Searcher event. That would make it more consistent. I'd probably take Rebecca out for the Searcher event. And maybe another card, but I haven't really thought about that yet. Because this deck at the minute is quite consistent with Bong Clays and stuff, but you do have those games where you don't see much. For the Bong Clays, Crocs, and Missile Sundays are your main things. But in this case, we haven't really got the desired amount from them. Which is quite rough. Right, so we swing, and then he gets directed into a Monet, and where he draws 2, trashes 1, and makes space for another 10 cost Doflamingo. Yeah, I think it's quite cooked. He did just trash a 10 cost Doflamingo, which means he probably has 1 or 2 more. Because why would you trash a Doflamingo if your hand's not already got them, you know? So again, we can't block, we can't swing with the 7 cost Missile Sundays. Yeah. 10 cost Doflamingo is just 8 cost Croc, but better it seems. However, 8 cost Croc can't be killed by swinging in. It can be bottom decked, of course, but so can most things in this game. Yeah, it's cooked. I do think this game's over. I don't see any way where we come back, because even if we do go for game, you can just direct something into a character. And also, we can't rest things. So we also won't be able to attack with them. So we finally get a Bonclay, but I do believe it is too late. It's unfortunate. Yeah, just let me know what other videos you want me to make, because I think OP14 is quite fun. We'll do a 5k lead. Yeah, I mean, OP14 been quite fun. OP13 is quite... For me, at the minute, it's just been a testing grounds, because I'm trying to go to Nats with Ace, because I believe Ace is the best at the time, because I'm swamped with university work, so I can barely make videos, but I'm trying my best. The Ace guide took a while. Obviously, there's so many more consistent YouTubers around, but I try to make higher... So I'm not dissing anyone. I try to make videos that, for me, are more graphically represent what I'm saying, more than just my voice. But these gameplay videos for me are just a bit quicker to make, so I quite like them a bit more, because I can just yap and yap and yap. And it's more enjoyable to make because I just play the game anyway, so I might as well record them. When OP14 is out properly on the sim, I will make some ranked videos on it. I do think my main will be Crocodile. I haven't tried Mihawk. I like Law because it's similar to Rayleigh. Obviously, Rayleigh's my favourite deck. I'm a Rayleigh guy. Emu's probably still going to be quite prevalent. I like Emu, but for me, I do not have the time to get good at it because it's a very hard deck. And I am just kind of rotting away at university studying worms. So I'm a worms scientist, if you didn't know, pretty much. I like worms, but I'd rather just play the One Piece TCG all time, but wouldn't we all? So he swings 6 at half face. I'll be honest, I think I should just not even bother. I think I should just lose. He has 3 more, so oh yeah. Oh my god, the third Dofi's hit the board. What? Yeah, bro, he's cooked. I should have just blocked that one. What was I thinking? So we can give a 1k. We'll go down fighting at least. So he's got a 9k. Oh yeah, he's cooked. It's over. We can't. Yeah, on the response we couldn't even do anything. But yeah, that's game 2. We did lose. Well, that was against a very bad start against a Doflamingo who high rolled. So yes, on to game. Okay, so OP13 Ace, a deck that I have known quite well, and a deck that we all know is very, very good, and probably will stay very, very good on the top meta come OP14. So seeing how Croc fares against it is something that I'm really interested in, and we get a hand that is better than last game's, which was against Doflamingo. So, we get 2 searches. So we get Bonclay, and what else? Crocodile. I'll take that. So we have a very fixed hand. This is perfect so far. The only issue is we got a Missile Sunday in trash, but we can probably get that back. And getting a Croc out earlier is probably the best play. As Croc can stop Ace's bodies, of which he has probably like 2 or 3 big ones, from attacking per turn. So I feel like Croc may be favoured into this. We will see, we will see. A lot of OP14 decks, being Mihawk, Crocodile, and Doflamingo, all seem to be like quite stun related. I know Lore definitely isn't. Moria is something that I have no clue on how good it's going to be, so I need to check it out. Boa obviously is quite stun with the 6-class Boa related. Yeah, it just seems like this is a very stun meta. Very interesting, very interesting. So what is Ace going to do? Yeah, plays the Yamato. The Ace is going first. It is very crucial to remember. So I think here we just block and give a 2k. Because Mr. 5 is quite a nice body. I fear this game might be a long one. Because of us stunning and Ace playing out the big bodies. So here we got another Missile Sunday. We are cooking. Probably another Bonclay, right? Yeah. Bonclay. Kill it. Rest Yamato with Mr. Daz Bones. Big old Darren Bones. So we play that, rest. And then we can attack with Daz. So we'll go 6 at Yamato first. We'll see what happens. They do have a Donald leader. So it will... Okay, so these Ezos effect. So it will make sense to counter out or take depending on their hand. Obviously we don't know. The one thing I am afraid of is pudding. So I kind of want to play things out from my hand next. Probably Croc. Keeping a healthy hand size against Ace is good, but I don't think on curve now. On 7 down a pudding wouldn't hurt too much. It's better than him playing like a Jozu and bouncing something, but I fear Jozu may come. Okay, he lets it go. Nice. And we might as well just swing 6 because it's essentially the same thing with his leader effect selective. So we'll swing 6, see what he does. I imagine he'll just use his leader effect like a brick he doesn't want. What are you going to trash, Mr. Ace? What are you going to trash? A pudding. That makes me feel even worse because he's probably got another pudding in hand. Or pass. But I'd rather him play a pudding out than any other body that can attack and can cause an issue. And we have 1 up for ground death. I imagine we probably won't need to use it and probably be better saving it. It's okay if it puts a Marco. That's annoying. Being completely honest, that is rather annoying. Next turn, I don't think we need to play a Crocodile out because we don't really need to stun the Marco that bad. I think just playing the Missile Sunday and going a bit wider probably is the best play. But of course, going wide against the Ace can whittle the hand side down a little bit more and can help us gain victory. So he draws Jozu. Okay. So he's going to go 8 at lead. We've got 12 in trash. Yeah, might as well. I mean, it's direct cower. Keeps the hand size a bit low for the pudding. So next we can play Missile Sunday. I imagine that's probably what we're going to play. And we can play Bonclay off that. And then probably Miss Valentine or Miss Wednesday. Who am I going to... I really don't know. Probably search for a Croc. So we take Mr. 4. And now we have another Darren Bones in our trash so we can kill Bonclay. -10 to Marco, play out Daz Bones, and rest him. They can swing into him and get a body removed, which is very, very nice for us. So let's swing into the lead first, see what he does. Obviously, Daz Bones will be swinging into Marco. So his Jozu effect, even though he did pick up, no, not Jozu, Ezo effect, even though he did pick up a Jozu, so he could bounce it back to hand. I imagine next he'll be playing out a Whitebeard though, because he will be on 9 Don, so he can play the 9 cost Whitebeard, the 10 cost Blocker Beard, which probably will do with the event. What is he going to do here? To be honest, might as well swing the blocker. We kind of feel alright about our hand size. We don't really have much to block from, so might as well just apply more pressure. And he did take, so he draws another one. And I think we're going to swing the Marco here. It's better than him keeping it on the board, even though he does draw 2 cards. It is so much better than him just keeping it on the board. Potentially stopping us from going late game, because either way, this Marco will draw 2 cards no matter what happens. So just getting rid of it with Darren Bones if we can probably is the best play. That's the one thing. Marco is such a weird card when you're not too experienced with the game. You don't know, oh, I don't want to kill it, my opponent draws 2 cards, but it will block anything either way. So it's just nice to get it out of the way early, and we will pass so we can get the ground death off if he swings big into a body. So yeah, ground death is quite a good card in this, and also it has like a manga style. I really like the name ground death. I think it's really funny. I probably will buy one eventually. So what's Ace going to do? He has a very big hand size. Yes, he's going to play a 10 card Blocker Beard. From this situation, you may be thinking, we have a wide board, but you still think Ace is going to win. I am confident that we're going to win. He did take a life. He's got 13 cards in hand, and he's now an 8k leader with 10 cost Blocker Beard. Trust me, I think we're going to win, because we have the 8 cost Croc coming. And do not underestimate my 8 cost Croc. He's the best card in the deck. I love him so much. I'm a big Croc gasser, and I will probably be practicing it with it more. And if you guys enjoy this video, I can make a full-on deck profile and deck breakdown guide, whatever, like I did for Ace and Rayleigh and Zara and all that stuff. Even Rosinante, which I still don't know why I did that one, because the promo's not even out, but it will be coming out soon in the illustration mixes, I believe. So I can probably revisit that. I don't know, I feel like off meta is kind of more fun to talk about, because everyone's talking about meta, no one's talking about off meta from what I watch anyway. So it might be fun to visit that. I do like these videos, I can just yap and yap and yap whilst playing a fun game and introducing you guys to my new fixation of Croc. So he's going to swing 10k here. We use ground death and we'll give a Darren. Give a big old Darren Bones. Now though, as he is an 8k lead, we probably can't play Croc and hit him. So we do have a Croc and a Trash as well. We could play a Mr. 4, but and just go wider. But I think just developing a Croc out is probably the best. So we play the Croc, and we can draw a card because of its effects. And we kill it, give Newgate -10, and then play him back out and draw another card. The one thing is we can cost minus the Newgate by 10 with our leader ability, play out a Darren Bones to rest it, and then we can go for game in later turns, which is something I think I might do. We'll go 8k first, see what he does. I imagine he blocks, and then we just can go 8k with a Darren or whatever, depending on what it does. It's not no resting, it's no attacking, which is something this guy probably don't know. Okay, gives it a 2k. Is there any point attacking? I mean, he probably will block, but I might as well, because I don't know, this guy's making some interesting choices. Okay, so he gives us another 2k and doesn't block. I'm okay with that. Well, we pass. This guy may be just confused on what Croc does, obviously. Literally just being added to sim. And we're not seeing many tournaments in Japan about it. It will be a hard one to kind of get your head around, because a lot of people, when this stuff was revealed, were like, oh, it doesn't do anything. I was one of those, to be honest, I won't lie. But now I understand it, I get it. It's just a hard deck to grasp, because the leader effect is very, 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 very niche. With Ace, it's like very not niche, so you can kind of grasp what it's going to do. It's going to survive, it's going to draw cards. So what are we doing here? We are waiting for another 10 drop Blocker Beard probably to come out. Unless he doesn't have another one, but with that hand size, I doubt he doesn't have another one. So he plays a Marco, okay. And a Jozu to bounce the Marco back. And bounce. To be fair, it isn't worth it. Just developing with body is probably worth it. But he doesn't have any Dom lead. Which is interesting, so... Yeah, he's not going to bounce anything back from them, because if he bounces the Marco back on one of our bodies, that means more for us than it does him, so I think playing the Jozu out was a mistake. Yeah, and he goes 6 at our face. We'll give you a swift 2k, my friend. Probably the Miss Merry Christmas, or... Oh yeah, we might as well block and go 1k, actually. My hands on the mouse are quicker than my mouth and my mind. Maybe an issue soon. So, we can swing... him. Probably swing first with Miss All Sunday and see what he does. What are you going to do, my friend? What are you going to do? So... You're going to block with Marco. You're going to counter, going to block with Newgate. What are you going to do? Because either way, that Jozu and Newgate is going to be stunned. Probably, actually, no, we can only stun one thing, right? Probably the Jozu, because the Newgate probably won't swing anyway. So he's not blocking. He'd give us a 1k and 2k. Does this guy know he has a leader ability? I don't know. I'll be honest, I have no clue. This guy's not playing ace as I would. We'll just swing 8k again. And I think what we'll do after this, we will swing with Croc. And then we'll kill it and draw a card, and we might get another Croc, hence why we're leaving 8 on up. Just so he can't attack with anything else. We can replace a Darren Bones. I'd rather have a Croc than a Darren Bones on board, because what's he doing now? It's just being a 6-clear body. He goes an Otama. We'll swing a Croc. I imagine he blocks with Newgate or with Marco. I hope he blocks with Marco. He takes. Okay, that's very, very interesting. Is he bricked? Is he bricked? But at that point, you've just blocked with Newgate or Marco. Like here, we play out blockers. We have Don up for ground death. And we play Croc to stun things. Like we aren't really getting hit here. And then we can't attack. Okay, we didn't draw one, so I think we should go wider here. Yeah, we may as well. Obviously, not Croc, Jozu can't attack. And we don't really need a blocker. We're not really worrying about dying, so we're going to switch 8k here. I imagine this is a block from Newgate. His hand size has been whittled down quite a bit, fair bit, but I will say this ace isn't filling me with confidence that he's a very top player. But this is unlimited, and the amount of times I've just played games, recorded them, and then the opponents quit is quite high. I played in Ivankov, and I played, funnily enough, the Miss Merry Christmas to kill the 1-cost stage. Dude left instantly, so that was not really a game I could include. I played a Mihawk, dude fucked up once, and left, so he did block. And then we're just going to go 8 again, and then we'll swing 9 with leader Matt as well. Yeah, and the guy, like, just quit. There was a Jinbei, the guy quit as well. There was a Law, guy quit. There's a lot of quitters. They seem to misplay once and then quit in this meta. So we're probably just going to swing 30 points, swinging 9s. I feel like it's going to be blocked either way, because the guy wants to draw some cards. So we'll swing 8 and leave 1 up just in case we get a ground death from line. So he does block. So it didn't really matter. We'll pass. I think we have this one in the bag though. I think going wide and Ace not being able to remove the stuff, obviously from stuff being stunned, is quite a big deal. So he plays out another blocker beard. However, that probably won't save him because he needs to clear a lot of my bodies when we have a lot of 2Ks in hand. So I really think we have this. Even though our Ace wasn't optimal, I still think if he made optimal plays, I still think that the A-Class Croc would have done so much work and we would have still won. Like, I think Crocodile's like a good deck. I don't know how good. If I was to put all my life savings on it and gamble away, I would probably say it's going to be tier 2 for now. Tier 2 or tier 3. I don't see it being tier 1 up with like the likes of Emu. I just think it may not have the tools to deal with some decks. Like, I wonder how Zora's going to be. Obviously, Zora won't be able to kill our ACOS Crocs. We can go wide, but yeah, we need to test it with Zora. Obviously, Ace, I think it does well because Ace doesn't play that much out, it just survives. Yeah, Missile Sunday is dead. And he did swing with a blocker beard, so even though Missile Sunday died, that's one attack that would have been blocked anyway. So we just swing a 10k lead, see what he does. If he blocks, we just spread it out or go all in. To be honest, he's got no done up, but I want to be safe. I want to spread it out. So we're going to go 8 here, so he burns 2 cards. And then we'll just slam it all under the Darren Bones. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. The game's done. Hi, it was great. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the viewership. Hopefully you'll enjoy Croc, and let me know what you want to see next. Let me know if you enjoy this style of content of me just yapping to you. Playing some good old OP14 Croc. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later.